Warning, this video may contain spoilers for late parts in the game. If you plan on playing this at some point, turn back now. You have been warned. CR here with a shorter review for today, and for a hidden gem that I didn't even know existed till about a year or two ago. Wendy every which way. This game actually surprised me in a lot of ways, and all of those ways are good, as you'll see. So let's start with the basics. There isn't too much to the game, but it's basically a platformer with the added ability to change gravity and walk on the top of the screen. Yeah, this isn't groundbreaking today, but for the Game Boy Color this is definitely a great feature and adds a lot to the experience. You start out with 5 lives, and throughout the levels you can collect stars that count as how many hits you can take, but also the power of your attacks, but you only need 1 hit to kill all types of enemies. There are a good amount of different enemies for how short the game is, with some becoming stronger through use of the gravity switch, which offers a nice challenge to some segments. After you finish 3 zones in a level, you then get to do a bonus level where you fly around the screen and attack like normal, as well as get power boost. There is an additional hard mode, but it just adds more enemies to the level. Putting it into a Game Boy Advance allows you to play through an extra zone as well. There isn't much in the way of story, but the game starts out with Wendy opening a chest in her aunt's house, unleashing magical stones that soar up to a floating castle, disturbing the gravity and causing it to crash down behind the house. Wendy enters it and retrieves all the stones, fighting a dragon at the very end, and the castle soars back into the sky. If you're wondering who Wendy is, she's Wendy the Good Little Witch from the animated Casper the Friendly Ghost show. I really have nothing to complain about with this game. The levels are pretty damn solid, and the game looks really good to boot. The soundtrack jams, and the gameplay is pretty interesting for a Game Boy Color game. The bonus levels are a nice break from the regular gameplay as well. The learning curve was fun to experience, with learning how to use the gameplay mechanic from start to finish, as it tests your gravity skills throughout those levels. I only have one con with this game, and it's the final boss, which I wasn't even expecting because there are no other bosses in the game. Despite that fact, I still like the fight because you had to actually use the gravity switch to even damage the boss instead of just lamely shooting it to death or something. Like I said, this game is a blast to play through, and if you ever get the chance to play it, you should take that chance because it's an interesting little gem. A little too short, just like this review, but at least it doesn't overstay its welcome. Hope you enjoyed, and see you next video.